toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense will have the first crack at it in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harrell. And he loses the ball, keeping his own end. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense.
Timeout, South Carolina.
The Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Touch pass on the run. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Ole Miss offense will take the field for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline.
And the quarterback is is knocked down back at the 13.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you
makes the catch down the right side. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught, close to the marker, it's Harrell. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Rebels are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Clark. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Under fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Inside the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. The give from the gun. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Back to pass on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Another first down. Man, this defense couldn't stop a nosebleed right now. It's that bad.
Off the play fake on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
Grab behind the line. It's locked. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
On the run, it's Riley.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on second down. Snagged out of the air. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And the Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. The short hands. It's locked. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Clark. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stein. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's locked. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example, right?
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Riley. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. At the 45, on his way. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
I mean, what a huge gain for this offense. You're always trying to find ways to get your playmakers in space. And when you create a hole like that, Palmer, good Lord, anybody's going to be able to run through it. Then he just keeps chewing up those yards, makes the big play.
He's a difference maker, David, and he gets better as the game goes on. So that's great news at this juncture to kind of rip off a big run like that. But this is a guy that builds momentum as he goes. I'd be force-feeding this guy more as the game goes on.
Got it set up on the outside. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Ole Miss, 3.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's Riley. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, and time is running short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Butler. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today at Oxford. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's head back to the Grove and our fellas at Vaught Hemingway Stadium.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams.
Turning it on! Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Riley. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using his legs to buy some time. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. He's got him in the flat. There he goes. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out.
A lot of room to the right. Boom. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Gamecocks trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Makes the catch. It's Harrell. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He splits the upright. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on first down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, to push their record to 3-1. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's house and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the fourth quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Dropping back, it's Newton. Working the middle, it's complete. Stumbled to the ground.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Reed. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Rebels will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Offense gets set for second down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And the Gamecocks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. They'll try to run it in. And that is how we will wrap this one up.